The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Man, I love that intro. Love it. That is some good shit. Welcome to the Cosmic Disaster Show, everyone. I am Tommy D. And, man, we've got a lot of stuff going on this week. Not really. I just want to make it seem like we're all hyped up. No, we do have a lot of stuff going on this week.
So many things.
So many things to talk about this week. We've got a ton of stuff to talk about. Of course, we're going to be announcing the winner of our Mandalorian Helmet giveaway. So you want to see who that is, because for those of you watching, you know it's not you. So we're going to announce who the actual winner is. So stay tuned for that. Based on our production meeting notes, I think we're going to be doing 2 truths and a lie. Is that correct? 2 truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie.
Two or whatever. Mandalorian Season 2 recap. Remember, we were going to talk about that. We're not going to be talking about, the newest episode. That's in the inner circle. But we are going to be no spoilers. We're going to be doing that. We've got your question of the week. We're talking about the Firefly reboot, possibly. And we'll have some special guests on the inner circle. But before we do all of that, let's do all of this and meet the circle, shall we? Oh, that's my button. Hi, I'm Tommy. All right, Daddy Louie. Hello, children. I caught you drinking. Big Daddy, Mr. Deacon.
What's cracking, everybody? What's going on, fellow nerds?
Jay Quellen. Are you in like a secret library? Are you? It's like you're doing like a low budget version of Clue.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This is from the set from when I directed A Broadway Christmas Carol like 10 years ago. My mom painted this.
Oh, very nice.
And then she said, "Oh my God, why did I decide to paint a bookshelf? This is terrible."
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Usually people throw stuff like that away.
Oh.
I have 3 backdrops down here.
Last but certainly not least, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. himself, Mr. Chris Fury.
Fellow agents, what a Friday it has been.
Man. Roller coaster ride, right?
All right, that's it. We're going to the inner circle.
Going to the inner circle to discuss the...
Right, we should have done the inner circle first.
We should have done the inner circle first. So for those of you watching, if you've got any thoughts on the new episode of The Mandalorian, the season finale, go ahead and drop those comments. Try to keep them spoiler-free, if you could, please. We'd appreciate that.
Please do.
Please do.
Keep it spoiler-free.
So let's kick it off with a Mandalorian Season 2 recap. We've been talking about it on the Inner Circle all season long. So if you've missed that, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Sign up there, and you'll get all the goodies, the inside stuff, the inside scoop on what we're doing with the Inner Circle. It's just like a fun little thing that we like to do for our Patreon subscribers. So if you are a subscriber and you want to help us out, we love you for it. Of course, you can check out past episodes on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff going on. So Mandalorian Season 2 recap. Do we want to do that now, or do we want to do 2 truths and a lie? That's like a party game, right? Do we want to do the party game?
We'll save that.
Yeah, let's save that. So Mandalorian.
I can tell from the looks on people's faces that they did not prepare.
Like, you can tell that I'm writing right now.
And
because I am.
Wait, prepared for what? 2 truths and a lie?
Do you already know what your 2 truths and your lie is going to be?
My whole life is a lie, so there's that. I don't know.
Everything Tommy says is a lie. The 2 truths are going to be the hard part.
Yeah, no doubt. So, and you know what? Speaking of that, next season, we're going to be changing the format up of the show, and one of... What do we... What?
We're going to change
the format?
reformat?
You said change.
We do that every season. We just fucking completely flip the script.
It was a sarcastic
Oh, I got you. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is one of the segments that will be an episode is it's going to be called Random Acts of Bullshit. And basically, y'allins out there in TV land or podcast land or wherever you happen to be, you will give me a topic, just any topic at all. And I will explain that topic or that thing to the circle here, and they will have to determine whether I am being truthful or whether I am bullshitting. So It may be a topic I know something about. I know a lot about a lot of things because I am the best, greatest person ever in the world and existence of all humanity. And that's not true.
Sure.
But anyway, so I know a lot of like stupid random facts and just dumb, useless information. But so is the things that I'm saying, are they fact or are they bullshit? And it'll be up to our astute panel of experts here to decide. But we're not doing that because we can do two true lies. What is it? Two truths and a lie. We can do that all day, every day. But we're not gonna. Mandalorian season 2 recap. Who wants to go?
Why don't you just pick?
All right. Great.
Like, what do you mean by recap? Like,
Well, we're going to go over, we'll just recap the season. We're going to go over the season, like talk about like some of the highs, the lows, maybe your favorite moments, your least favorite moments, the shit that just made
I need
you.
specific questions. I don't think, give me a recap.
Your
Go.
least favorite character?
Like said, least favorite character.
Why does
we all know who that is.
Why does the chat look like ass? Anyway, we gotta do something. No, the chat, the chat window looks really weird. It's all fucked up.
We don't have Emily Swallow this week,
Yeah, last week everything was just perfect for Emily. So that was just
Emily.
Oh,
it's just perfect.
she's a perfect. I love Emily Swallow. Thank you. Thank you for,
She was fun.
Emily, I know you're watching. So,
Yeah.
Also in Circle of Nerds news, Gina Carano, she retweeted our shit and she posted this meme that we made about her, and she posted it in her stories on Instagram and retweeted it. So that's all right. That's our 15 seconds of fame right there.
No doubt.
Cash in on it.
All right, so Jackie, since you have a hard time with this and you need to be told what to do, I should you know what? No, Daddy Louie, because you're daddy here. You need to tell Jackie what to do. Tell her.
I'll do my recap, and then you'll know what it is that you're supposed to do. So you just follow my lead. Do as I do.
Talk about like one thing, and then everybody talk about it, and then we talk about another thing. And I don't need the whole focus on me for an entire season recap. Like, can we just talk about some things?
All right.
How about this? How about we change it up a little bit?
Let's change.
Why don't we just all give one hot take, one thing that they took away from the show that might be controversial?
Is this the hogwash?
That people might disagree. I'll go first. I'll explain.
All right.
I hate the character Bo-Katan. I think she is horrible. Horrible. Now, this is coming from someone who has not seen the Clone Wars. Okay.
Oh,
that's why. That's why.
But I love Katie Sackhoff because she was one of my favorite characters in Battlestar Galactica, which to this day is still probably my favorite TV show of all time.
Probably one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
True.
Right.
True.
So it's no offense to Katie Sackhoff as an actress, but there is something about Bo-Katan in live action. I don't know if it's the directors and what they're doing and the direction that they're taking the character, but she has the worst resting bitch face ever. And she's just a bitch. Like, she's not a bad bitch. You know what I mean?
She is a bad bitch. Oh my God.
No, Gina is a bad bitch. Like, that is a bad bitch.
This is true.
Right? All right. Bo-Katan is just a bitch.
Are we talking about beauty bad bitch or
no?
Bitch ass
I'm saying
kicker?
like if the two of them were having a conversation and then broke out into a battle, right?
Oh my
into
God.
A fight against each other.
Bo-Katan would fuck Cara Dune up.
No,
it doesn't
hell
matter.
No.
Bo-Katan,
no.
She's just a bitch. Like, every word that comes out of her mouth, I'm like, I just want to smack her upside the head. Like, that is not a
It would be the
hero,
last
you know what
smack.
I mean? Like, she is horrible.
But that's the thing. You need to watch her in the Clone Wars.
She is.
You need to. That's.
She's a badass in Clone Wars.
She's.
Maybe
I'll
you're
talk
supposed
about it
to
more.
have mixed feelings about her, though.
I'll talk about it more in the inner circle because obviously I can't go over spoilers from today. But there's something about the character. And again, I don't know if it's the acting. I don't know if it's just the backstory that I'm not understanding. But my hot take is of season 2, the worst character of season. You know what? I would rather see Perm Lady on Tatooine Junkyard.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I was gonna say that is the worst
What
character.
the fuck?
I would rather see Perm Lady on
Oh,
Tatooine.
come on,
than
man!
One more minute of Bo-Katan in live action.
No.
No way.
That's my hot
Perm
take.
Lady is the worst character.
No.
Okay, Jackie. So what's your hot take then?
All right,
That
Jackie.
is.
That's
Perm
Jackie.
That's
Lady is the worst character just ever created. Anyway.
Like period. Like in the history
Period.
of
Period.
everything.
Yeah. In let's say at least everything Star Wars, because I don't know. I haven't seen
Because you haven't
everything.
seen all the things.
I know. I haven't seen all of the things, but if anything I've seen of Star Wars, Perm Lady is the worst thing ever invented.
She's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I will.
Bo-Katan might be the worst Star Wars. I think I might want to have Jar Jar Binks.
Christ!
Like
Just,
Wow.
I don't have a
Jar
button
Jar.
for you.
Bring in Darth Jar Jar.
I don't have a
Jar
button.
Jar.
I don't have a
Hey,
button.
that would be hard though.
Good for you.
That's it. I've got no. I don't have a shut the fuck. I need a button that just says shut the fuck up, Louie. I need a shut the fuck up, Louie button. Louie, please, before you pass judgment on Bo, please just watch. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is that you can, and I was actually going to recommend this for Jackie. There is, and they've actually done it on, they started doing it on Disney Plus, but there is the Essential Ahsoka Tano episodes.
Yep.
So Jackie,
Yeah,
because we had,
saw those.
yeah, so we had talked about Jackie getting caught up on like really knowing Ahsoka. Watch that. And Disney has broken it down for you. They've got all those, but on YouTube there are the Essential Bo-Katan episodes. Watch those. You'll get an understanding of where her head is. She is fucked up in the head. It's not that she's a bitch. It's that she's been through some shit, my friend.
Yeah, she's just dealt with a lot.
She has been through some shit. I mean, some shit. It's like, think about like what they're talking about, you know, with Alderaan, and Bill Burr said it in the last episode. You know, he was like, you know, Alderaan, and Mandalore, you know, neither one of them are here anymore. I don't do a good Bill Burr, but you know, neither one of them are here. So
That wasn't bad.
but see, here's the thing. Mandalore is still there. It's just fucked up. So on one hand, you know, if you're from Alderaan, well, you're not anywhere anymore. You're just kind of scattered in atoms. But if you happen to be off on vacation at that point in time, and you know your planet was blown to bits, that's just a painful, terrible memory that you're gonna hold in your heart. But if you're from Mandalore, that shit is still there. I mean, it is still there. It is a constant reminder of your defeat. And yeah, I'm not even making a dent. I'm not even making a fucking dent. You're still just like.
So Jamie in the chat said Bo is a badass. I'm not denying that Bo is a badass fighter or a badass Mandalorian. I'm not denying that at all. All of the scenes that she's been in where she portrays the warrior aspect. She is definitely a warrior. She's definitely somebody I want on my side. But in conversation, the second she opens her mouth, I just want to punch her in the face.
I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you would.
Perm Lady?
I just want to punch.
Look, you've got me. You've got me
I want-
unzipping my fucking hoodie. I am so
Heated.
fired up. I'm heated. I had to unzip. And it's cold down here in Mom's basement too. Shit.
I'm in Grandma's basement.
You're in Grandma's Meemaw's basement.
I'm in the dungeon.
Motherfuck, Louie.
The cave.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion.
He is
You know,
entitled to
okay.
his opinion.
Yeah,
But
Even though it's fucking trash.
But
it
opinions,
is
but
what it is.
opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one,
Everyone
and they
has one.
stink.
Right.
Fuck.
What's my hot
All right,
take?
moving on. Damn it.
What's a
That
hot
was-
take? Can
hot
somebody
take,
just
what
tell
was
me what a
controversial?
hot take
We just
is?
did- we just did
That
it.
might be controversial. I just did it.
That was
Okay.
yours. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. I doubt it would be controversial, but I've said it. I said it before.
It better
we
not be. I
started
can't
filming.
take it. My heart can't take it.
I don't have. Give the keys to Filoni and Favreau.
Exactly.
Oh, they've taken it.
Give
They're the
them
kings
the
of the
keys.
castle now. Yeah.
We've gotten.
They hijacked it. They don't need the
we-
keys. They're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they-
That's their
We've got
shit now.
I saw
two-
something that they're not doing Ahsoka though. The Ahsoka show. I
That's
heard that
weird.
it wasn't them
Is
that
Dave,
were.
Dave Filoni's not involved at all?
Oh, I'm sure
Well,
he
I'm
is.
sure he'll be involved, but I don't think he's, executive producer the way that like Jon Favreau is executive producer of, The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that Ahsoka is being done by, I'll look it up while you keep talking.
They've given us 2 strong seasons of a show that really has no. I mean, it has a tie, but it has no. It does now. It has a set place in the universe, but it was nothing that brand new characters involved. Some brought in from the animated series, and some created for the show. And probably one of the best things they did was going after directors who have a good staple
Yeah.
in the community, where they are just giving you these great standalone episodes. And the
Mhm.
fact that it's on Disney Plus, and I've spoken about this with other people, they can tell a story in 30 minutes, or they can tell a story in 45 minutes, or they can tell a story in 42 minutes. They're not constrained to network television standards. They have a story to tell. If it takes this amount of time to tell it in that one episode, then fine, tell it. And so they're not held back, and it's not overly too long. And some of them are short.
Yeah.
30 minutes. We're like, that's it. But but yeah, give these 2 guys the keys, because they've managed to breathe life back into a franchise that, for lack of a better term, was splitting fans. And I've seen the conversations on social media. This is what we've been missing. This is what we've been missing. Is this edge? Is this kind of style? This old West, this style, this samurai type of storytelling. This this going town to town. And Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I know. At first, I was resistant. I at first. I was like, Pedro, what? The Viper? The Viper from Game of Thrones? Really? The guy that got the eye exam? No, that's
right.
Yeah.
too soon.
Yeah,
I'm
he got
sorry.
the eyes on him.
Too soon.
Wah, wah, wah.
I've got that.
I know, but you didn't hit it, so I
did.
did it for you.
You know what, Jackie? I think you need to have the buttons. I think you need to have a soundboard at your house. And
That's
then
what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've been saying that all season.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, I
you need to
think
purchase
that's-
the Stream Deck so you can do that.
No, just
But
give
I
me
think
yours.
that's,
I don't need
that's-
to
that
purchase
it's-
anything.
That's
That's
fine.
my. It's not so much. It might be controversial in somebody else's circle, but give those
So I
guys-
was
give
incorrect.
those guys the ring.
Ahsoka is being produced by Dave Filoni.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say.
Because I was going to say it was his
It's,
That's
business.
his baby.
it's the Obi-Wan show that is not being done by Favreau or Filoni.
Who's doing that?
Your mom.
I will let you know.
Wow, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that.
She's been
Mama
on a
did
tear
feel
like
like
for the past.
I'll
3
tell you
weeks
what,
with the
you
Yo
know,
Mama.
but Jackie, I've met Mr. Deacon's mom. She is a fabulous director. She is a wonderful writer. I think that she'll do a great job bringing Obi-Wan's story to life. I think she's going to do a great job.
Deborah
I'm
Chow.
really
She's gonna make
forward to
Cara
it.
Dune a
Deborah
fucking
Chow?
Jedi. That's what she's gonna do.
You said Deborah Chow.
Oh
Hold on.
shit. Deborah Chow, 'cause
Deborah Chow.
Deborah
Okay.
Chow, she directed a few episodes of The Mandalorian. So they're keeping that family.
She directed a few episodes of The Mandalorian. Yep.
Yep. So she's definitely.
So they're keeping that
action
circle.
focused.
They're keeping that
She
circle
also
of directors.
worked on. She also worked on Jessica Jones' Iron Fist, as well as Man in the High Castle.
So she's
Oh,
got
I love that show.
she's got some chops. Yeah, Jack, you keep yelling at me. I need to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Iron
yet.
Fist is
You would
trash,
love
but
it.
it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's her fault.
No. All right, Mr. Deacon.
It was the actor.
Oh,
Mr.
my hot
Deacon,
take-
your hot
my
takes.
hot take is I've been arguing with some people on the Mando site whether or not Boba Fett's armor was Durasteel a goddamn Beskar.
Durasteel.
Yeah, but they ain't trying to hear that, man. It's Beskar. So that's my thing. It's a lot of confusion because I looked at some stuff with canon and legend And he said he didn't upgrade it until the next Galactic Civil War. But all these people just, so that's my thing. I would like to know, what does Dave Favreau, is it Durasteel?
So
or is it going to be Beskar?
Here's how you determine it. Okay. Beskar does not dent.
We know this.
Period. So look at Fett's armor. Look at Fett's armor. He's got all kinds of little fucking dents and pits and shit in it. The helmet, the helmet dent, the most iconic thing about his armor. And it's been said in a few different sources, they're legends or, EU now, but that it is Durasteel armor.
Exactly.
And
I agree with you, but you can't tell some of these people on the site, they don't care.
Well, you can.
It's best. I said, dude, I just got to the point I didn't want to argue with you.
And you know what?
Just
And we're not going to talk about it because no spoilers, but the newest episode of The Mandalorian just shows you how Beskar does not dent. Am I right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
because if someone was going to catch a dent, it was going to be Din Djarin in this episode. If anything was going to get dented up, it was going to be in this episode. So
now, real quick. How in the hell did he wasn't shook at all?
You know what? We're going to talk about it on the Inner Circle. I know.
Inner Circle.
We'll talk about it.
We gotta hold on just for a little bit longer.
We'll talk about it.
Hold on. I'm trying to hold on.
Just try to hold like Chris said, hold that boo-boo. You got to hold that boo-boo in. Pinch it. Clench the cheeks. Clench those cheeks.
Help.
Clench them. So Mr. Deacon, what's your take? Wrap up the season for us. Season 2. What's your take on it? Of course, we're not going to talk about the final episode, but
man, it is because
I know it was a roller coaster for you. There were quite a few episodes that you did not care for. It took you a minute to warm up this season, I feel.
No, man. No.
Because there was a couple episodes that you were like, no, that was boring, filler,
one
trash.
episode I thought it was kind of weak. But no, my whole overall take is like what you said, Filoni, they've done an excellent job. And I'm a Jedi fan. I know you a Mando. If you had your way, I'd have a whole bunch of Jedi shit. That's just how
right.
But I like how now they've incorporated, and I told you, the Force is in everything. So I like how now they started to incorporate the Force. Don't be leaning back and choking, man. I'm gonna choke your ass. You know what I'm saying? But my recap is, as the oldest one in the room, who's waited so long.
I don't know. I might have you on that.
Whatever. But anyway,
because you're like 30. You're like 32, right? You're 32.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. My bad.
And I'm 34. For like,
but my overall take.
You do have a birthday next week.
Shut up. Nobody's supposed to know about it. Okay.
Speaking of which, today is Emily Swallow's birthday.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Happy birthday, Emily. But
happy birthday, Emily.
Overall,
yes, Mr.
love
Deacon.
I love it. Thank you. I'm gonna cut it. I just love how they've incorporated everything that I've always wanted to see as a child. All the years that I've waited, and they let Luke and everybody, Carrie Fisher passed away, and they should have got up off their ass and delivered this years ago. And now that they're doing it, I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah.
And that's my cat. Man.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, looking at the chat right there, Jamie mentioned that Cobb Vanth, this is old. This is, it's not canon anymore. Cobb Vanth shot Fett in the head. That's how he got the dent.
We know that.
Yes, but like I said, that
might not be canon anymore.
It's not canon anymore. Not. If it's from the EU, it's not canon anymore. Unfortunately, they're pulling things from the EU to make them canon, of course.
Yeah.
But again, as we've seen and as we know, even from stuff like expanded universe that has now become legends. Even then, you've got Karen Traviss, the mother of Mandalore. She is the one who. Yes, thank George Lucas for creating the concept of Mandalorians, but you bow down to the Queen Mother, Karen Traviss, because she literally has written the books on Mandalorian culture, the language, the writing, the cultures, everything that they stand for. That's all Karen Traviss. So Karen Traviss, I know you listen. We love you. We appreciate everything that you've done. She's anyway. But even in there, it's been said, Beskar, as we've seen now, Beskar Gam, which is the chest part, is lightsaber resistant, lightsaber proof, blaster proof, obviously. So even if Cobb Vanth was using a slug thrower, that's not going to dent Beskar. So,
Exactly.
so Mr. Deacon, you can go back to those forums and tell them all to eat a fat dick because
I tried to. Oh man, they fought me tooth and nail, bro. It was crazy.
Just have them
take me out the fucking chat, you assholes.
Just have them
eat a magnificent dick, guys.
Have them cite sources.
You know,
have them cite their sources.
Yeah,
and then that's it. So Durasteel dents. Beskar does not. End of discussion, and that's it. So yeah, season 2 was, in my opinion, amazing. It was well paced. It was kind of a rise. You know, I don't want to say it was a slow burn because it wasn't a slow burn, but it gradually went up and went up and went up. And very pleased, I think. But I'm also like a hardcore fanboy, so I mean, it's like, you know, Dave and John can do no wrong in my eyes. You know, there were a couple filler episodes that I was like, meh, yeah, okay. But it's like they've captured it. I mean, they've got it, man. They've got it. You don't have to search the world for directors that are trying to put like a new spin on Star Wars. And that's what happened with, the sequel trilogy. You know,
trash.
Well, there were so many directors that came and went with the sequel trilogy, and the sequel trilogy is not for everyone. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's trash, but it's not for everyone. But
Louis' face when I said
I know.
I thought he was about to smoke his pen. He was so like.
But what do you expect?
It's not trash.
What do you expect from someone who doesn't like Bo-Katan? I mean, so that's you got to take that with a grain of salt. Yeah. But that was the problem. There were all these directors that, came and went because it's like, well, this isn't my vision. Motherfucker, the vision is already locked in. It's Star Wars.
George Lucas's vision.
It's George Lucas's vision. He's done the hard work for you. All you have to do is just tell the hero's journey. That's it. That's it. Just tell the fucking story. How would George just wear it? Wear a t-shirt that says WWGD. What would George do? And then you're good. That's any one of us here. I have no directorial experience. I could direct a fucking Star Wars film.
No doubt.
Because I know what's going to happen. This is the hero. This is the situation. There's going to be a chase. There's going to be some lightsabers. Someone's going to discover something about themselves. Roll credits. Done. That's Star Wars.
Done deal.
But Dave and John have captured the essence. And the prequel or the sequel trilogy was not for us. And I'm not shitting on the sequel trilogy. What I'm saying is it was not for us.
You're absolutely right.
It was meant for the next generation. It was meant for the next generation. We had our Star Wars. We had our Star Wars already. Yes, I agree.
And I think J.J. Abrams was trying to stay in the vein of that, but this goes to my theory that always proves right. Has always been proven right. When you have either one film, or in this case, a series of films, don't change your directors unless you guys are connecting and conferring with each other.
Yeah.
Did this happen here? Did this? Okay, so I want to make sure my character doesn't override this. Perfect example. John Boyega's character was advertised in the first of this trilogy, and it was deemed to fans that he's going to be one of the main characters.
Yeah.
If not the main character.
And we saw what happened with that.
Exactly. You wasted his character. You wasted his storyline. And JJ, I think Rian Johnson, he made him a comedic root. And JJ tried to correct course, but in correcting the course, he still screwed up his...
John Boyega's character was shat upon. 100%. Yeah. And Louie, I know you love him. I know you love the sequel trilogy. I know that. And they are not terrible films at all. They're not bad films.
I'm gonna cry, look.
No, they're not bad. No, they're not bad because look at it from a younger, a newer, fresher generation. They love them, and that's what they're for. But if you're like between the ages of like 12 and 20, the sequels were amazing. I mean, that's people. I mean, look at all these people that are like.
How old Louie is. He is the baby of the group.
Well, yeah, but look at how many people love Kylo Ren. I mean, I can't get into Kylo.
So good.
Right, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing about that is John Boyega's Finn was was not utilized properly. And Daddy Louie, you've got to agree with that. You've got to see the error that they made with that character. I mean, he was just... It was like they did it on purpose. Like they give you this... It
was a misdirection. It was
100%
a misdirection.
You fucking cut him up, put him in a fucking Bacta tank for a whole movie?
Before the movie came out, and you go and you get the initial line of toys that came out, Finn came with a lightsaber, Rey came with a staff.
Yeah.
It was a misdirection. You were meant to believe that Rey was a supporting character and Finn was the main character. So that when it didn't happen on screen, there was a shock. There was a shock and awe. Oh my God.
Oh no.
There's not a black hero. There's a female hero.
No. When you said misdirection, I thought what you were saying was
the director messed up.
The director messed up, and I agree with that. That's the misdirection.
It was done intentionally.
And it was a mistake.
It was done intentionally.
Sure, and it was a mistake.
Done intentionally to make us think, to not make us see Rey being the hero prior to sitting down and watching the film.
Sure.
We're supposed to go in thinking it's the same thing. I mean, Star Wars has been doing this forever.
Sure, Blue Harvest. Right? I mean, go back to Blue Harvest. Yes,
right.
Yes, we know, but that's not. But that's not the point. It's the lack of the unintentional misdirection, or maybe it was intentional. I don't know. But when you create this weird pseudo love interest between Finn and Rey, and then out of nowhere, she's fucking kissing up on Kylo, and we never found out what Finn was supposed to tell her when they were about to die. Yeah, I got something to tell you. That was fucked up. And then, like I said, to have him hold the lightsaber and actually hold his own for a second against Kylo, that means one of two things. One, either he's got some hidden potential, or two, Kylo's a fucking trash motherfucker. And I'm going with number two because Kylo is trash. He's just a whiny, spoiled little bitch.
It's the other way around.
He's the dark side version of Farm Boy Luke. He's the dark side version of Farm Boy Luke.
Confirmed in interviews with J.J. Abrams that the thing that Finn was going to tell Rey was that he felt the Force inside of him. That he was Force sensitive. So that is confirmed. That is canon.
Where's it canon? Where's it canon?
It is canon.
Where?
Go on Wikipedia.
No. But where was it? Where is it? Is it in a book? Is it in a film? Is it in a comic book?
It doesn't matter. Go to Wikipedia.
I'm not going anywhere. Who said it? Did someone say it? Did someone say, this is what Finn was supposed to do? Or is it written?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing when everybody said that Boba was dead. Boba was dead until your ass saw him on screen.
Right.
3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks
However,
ago. However,
prior to the shift, prior to the continuity shift, when the books were still canon, Boba Fett.
Can't count that now.
No, you can't count that. But now we can. So we don't know what Finn was going to say. We don't know if it was going to be Force sensitive. I'm Force sensitive, or was he going to say,
Tony
"I
even
love
said
you"?
In the chat, Boyega has come out in interviews and said that he was supposed to declare himself Force sensitive.
Okay, sure. But we have to remember what is canon. Canon is what is in the printed word and on screen, not what some fucking actor says. Not even what if George Lucas comes out and says Finn was supposed to say that, canon, I'll accept it. But unless it's on film,
Abrams, the dude who
directs J.J. Abrams directs all kinds of shit. I don't give a fuck. He's just a director. He's the driver. That's all he did. George Lucas built the car with his bare hands.
Right to a fucking wall.
We've gone way off track. Are you telling me that you think that the prequel trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy?
I think in my opinion,
it's a yes or no.
It's not a yes or no. It's not that simple, and you know that. Nothing with Star Wars is that simple. It's not a yes or no. I think that the prequel trilogy is great for what it was set out to do. What it was meant to do, it did. It was supposed to appeal, again, to a new generation of Star Wars fans. There's things I love about the prequel trilogy. There's things I hate. It destroyed my love of Darth Vader because Anakin Skywalker was a whiny little fucking bitch in that movie. 100%. Obi-Wan never listens to me, and I don't. Shut the fuck up. You were this giant, iconic, just badass when I saw you as a kid, and I've always wondered, and we hear Obi-Wan, he was and he was a good friend. He was a fabulous starfighter pilot and a good friend. And, you always hear about the tales of Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting and, all these adventures. And then we see him, Obi-Wan never listens to me. And sand gets everywhere and I don't like it. Shut the fuck up. That is not.
Sand in your crack is a real bummer.
God, but you know what? Fucking use the Force to get it out of your crack. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But
technically that's what Luke was for 3 movies.
Yes,
too.
but you know who
Whiny
redeemed Anakin Skywalker? Dave Filoni in the Clone Wars, because then we got to see Anakin Skywalker. And he was not a whiny little bitch. He was not conflicted. He was conflicted when Ahsoka came around, because it was like, I want to train her, but I kind of want to go solo and do my own thing, and I'm responsible for her, and blah 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 blah. But so the prequel trilogy also introduced a whole new generation to these beloved characters, and we got to see backstory. And that's what I love. We'd heard for years, decades, we heard about this battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and all we knew was that it took place on the side of a volcano. That was all that was ever written about it at that point. But now we get to see this battle. We get to see that relationship between the two of them, the love that they had, the brotherhood that they had, and then it was heartbreaking. If you look at the entire prequel trilogy, yes, there, Jar Jar Binks, which I stand by Jar Jar, because he did what he was supposed to do. He was comic relief, and kids love him, and we didn't have to love him.
I never had a problem with Jar Jar.
I didn't have a problem with Jar Jar either.
Understood what the big deal was.
I didn't either.
So would you say that the misdirection that the misdirection that they had was probably intentional, but was delivered wrong?
They fucked up. They screwed the pooch.
I think that the delivery was perfectly fine. I think in The Force Awakens, the Finn character is fine. There's no problem with the Finn character.
I agree.
At all.
I agree.
The problem happened when Rian Johnson took over and put him with
Rose.
What was that girl's name? Rose.
Yeah.
And it's almost like Rian Johnson. He sat down at the table. He was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this character. So we're going to send him on a side mission that makes absolutely no sense towards the story, just to have him doing something. And then it will be J.J. Abrams' issue in the next movie. And then J.J. Abrams sat down with the third movie. He was like, well, there goes all my plans. You shat on him.
Yeah.
And he did the best that he could to rebuild it. But
he did all right.
I mean, by that point, the character had already
been fucked. Yes.
Been fucked up. I thought the delivery was fine. I liked the misdirection. When Rey got the lightsaber, I flipped out because I have a little girl and I'm like, oh my God, now I have something that I can talk to. Before it was like I was trying to get my son into Star Wars and I knew my daughter was never going to be into it. And now Rey comes along and it's like, well, now there's this badass female.
Because I was all for Finn being Force sensitive.
I was.
Oh, absolutely.
I was all for it. But like you said, Rian Johnson got a hold of the reins and took the character and steered it over here, and J.J. Abrams is like, well, this is all I got to work with now because I can't fix it.
And J.J. could have done a little bit more, but
he could have done.
I don't know. He could have had him move something with the Force. I think that if he would have just done a little something, even just a little, that would have done a little better. A
little bit of continuity. It's just either you're gonna be going in Rey's direction, or you're gonna be going in Rose's direction, or you're gonna be doing something with the Force, or you're gonna maybe be, just Finn. Maybe you're just going to walk away and try to figure yourself out because you were an abducted child who was raised to be a stormtrooper your whole life. Maybe you need a minute. Maybe you need a minute to go find out who you are for, just give this man a year to backpack around Europe. Something. Just, so he can find himself, smoke some weed.
Because the whole Rey and Kylo Ren, them kissing, that was the
worst part of the sequels.
Yeah, that was such.
So it's really cool how we're talking about the Mandalorian season 2.
It all ties back together.
Star Wars and
I
dicks.
have all these things that tie it back together. You ready? Okay.
Star Wars and dicks. Hold on. Wait. Wait. What? Hold on. We'll let Jackie. I'll let you go. We'll go ahead and do that in just a second. But Anthony had mentioned something. He said to an earlier point, what does canon even mean when Disney can just declare things that were canon to no longer be so? Now, for that, I think these retcons that have been happening, that was to, I don't think that they're just like picking and choosing. It was, what's his name? Dan something maybe. He's the keeper of the holocron. Basically, it's his job at Lucasfilm is to keep everything in order. Every piece of Star Wars literature, every film, every cartoon, he keeps a record of. I want to say it's Dan something, but it's probably not. But anyway, he's
how cool that job is.
Probably very stressful. But when the Disney buyout happened, they had to just wipe the slate clean and start fresh because they knew that there was going to be, there would be some conflicts. So
there's going to be conflicts, yeah.
And there was already conflicts. We had Splinter in the Mind's Eye. That was the second book that came out. That came out right after A New Hope came out. But in that, it hadn't been revealed that Luke and Leia were brother and sister yet. So in this book, Luke's having like fantasies about Princess Leia, and it was the first time that he meets Darth Vader. Him and Darth Vader fight. Obi-Wan possesses him, and he chops off one of Vader's arms. But they decided to make that not. It's a great book. It is a really, really good book, and it came out in Splinter in the Mind's Eye. Really, really, they actually are looking for they're looking for a kyber crystal on this fucked, and it was Luke and Leia. They had to go undercover in this weird like mining village. It's a really, really good book, but there's just some like weird sexual tension between the Skywalker siblings. But again, this is before we knew that they were siblings. So once Empire came out, they were like, y'all need to take that book off the shelf. That's not legit anymore.
We didn't find out that they were
until Jedi.
Twins until Jedi.
Jedi, yeah.
All right,
Jackie, yes.
Jay Quillen.
Yes,
go ahead, Jay Quillen.
Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares.
We do care. We do care.
They just get so fucking carried away.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was gonna say. You were talking about those movies and the weird pseudo love interest, and I'm like, hello, Luke and Leia, you had a whole misdirection with a weird pseudo love interest, and that's not who she ends up with. My whole thing, I guess you could call this my actual hot take rather than Perm Lady is a terrible character. My actual hot take, and I was going to mention this last week in the inner circle, but we got carried away last week too, and I didn't get to talk, so whatever.
We're going to let you go first this week.
Yeah, you'll go first this week.
There are 7 people in there this week. So Star Wars likes to mirror story arcs. So weird pseudo love interest, right? And we learned when we had the Darth Jar Jar episode, and Jar Jar Binks' character was supposed to mirror Yoda and be the dark Yoda, right?
Yeah.
So
that's a little racist, but go ahead.
That's not what I mean. But he's supposed to be like the Yoda of the dark side, but people hated the character so much that they nixed it. The story arc the story arc of Grogu, like we were talking about last week, I thought that showing him in shackles with Moff Gideon, well, it was actually 2 weeks ago, he was like playing with the stormtroopers and like running them into each other and whatever, and I said, I think they're turning him dark, right? And it felt like they're tying all of that together story arc wise with Luke brought Darth Vader back from the dark side and like the last moments of his life, and we were talking a lot about the Ahsoka episode. There's so much conflict there, and I feel like there might be, I mean, who knows what's going to happen next season and after this week's episode, but man, it felt like if they turn him dark, and like what if Din is the person who brings him back at some point, saves him, like what if there's all this conflict going on, because they keep saying like fear and he's gonna turn dark and whatever, but what if that's what saves him from doing that after he has been let to do some of these, like he was so scared, he was playing with people and having them hurt each other, and
I don't know if he was playing. I think he was defending himself.
He wasn't playing.
Yeah, he wasn't playing at all.
He's 50 years old, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Just like,
right, but But Ahsoka didn't train him for a reason. She said there's too much fear. He's too old. No, like she said no. She said no for a reason.
Yeah, because of Anakin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what if there's
But that was her fear.
what if there's something to it? What if the story arc kind of mirrors that, like Star Wars is known to do?
Well, look at Star Wars is at its core, it's the hero's journey. It is just the classic hero's journey. It is our mythology. It is human mythology, and that's what it is. And Star Wars has always been about redemption. More than anything else, growth and redemption. Those are probably the two core philosophies, because Vader redeemed himself, Kylo Ren redeemed himself. Even in some way, Luke, Han. Yeah, I was gonna say, even in a weird way, well, not in a weird way, but in a certain way, Han, also kind of, redeemed himself as being kind of a shitty father. So you always have those themes of redemption, but the sequels.
You don't think that there's going to be a redemption theme with Din and Grogu?
I don't think so. I don't, because now
Inner circle.
Because now, yeah, but now, like
I'm talking about 2 episodes ago, though.
I don't think that,
or more. I'm talking about Ahsoka. I'm talking about when he was first captured. That was 2 episodes ago. It has nothing to do with today.
But I think that this is a different. I don't want to say it's a different Star Wars, because it's not a different Star Wars. This is the Star Wars. It doesn't get more Star Warsy than the Mandalorian series. I mean, period. I mean, this is the most Star Warsy thing in Star Wars.
But you told me my hot take was supposed to be controversial, and now you're saying, like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's controversial.
That's
controversial. Yeah.
I guess it's a good hot take then.
No, but I'm not even saying that you're wrong. I don't know if we're gonna see any kind of redemption, it's probably gonna be from Louie's girl, Bo-Katan. I think we might see some redemption there.
She needs to die.
Oh,
wait, before you say anything more, Tommy, can we say, what about the redemption of the stormtroopers who managed to find baby shackles to put on Grogu?
Whoever made those, well done.
There was a little stormtrooper redemption. There was. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that was.
I didn't know we were doing baby shackles. At some point, somebody had to say, this is not maybe the job for me.
Right.
If we're going to be shackling babies.
Somebody is somewhere is in a machine shop, and like, yeah, Moff Gideon needs some baby shackles. It's like, wait, what? Why does he need some baby shackles?
They knew he was coming when that was his plan to capture him. So why not?
But I want to go back. I want to go back a few episodes. One episode? No, 2 episodes. I want to go back 2 episodes. Again, I want to send thoughts and prayers out to the family of that shore trooper who got shot in the cafeteria during that whole scene. When
he didn't even
the one
drop
that was
his
just
plate.
coming in with his lunch.
My
Like, he was
dude
stuck, like, I'm hungry, I just want to eat.
My dude, just think about it. This poor guy, he just spent fucking 14 hours on shift. His buddy Mike just died in a transport explosion just hours before. He just found out that his buddy got blown up by these scallywag pirates or whatever they are. And so now he's dealing with that. He had his Jawa juice. He had his little space donut. He just wanted to get off his feet, sit down, enjoy a snack, and try to think about how he's going to compose this letter to his best friend's wife, who is now a widow and a single mother. And then fucking.
You had a lot of time to think.
And then fucking Bill Burr.
Damn, you just built a whole nother fucking episode.
Bill Burr goes fucking Columbine in the cafeteria, and my dude is just like,
wow.
Let's go. What? He just wanted to fucking eat. He just wanted to fucking snack. That's it. He had a heart. We can all relate to that guy. Fucking cafeteria trooper. Thoughts and prayers. I hope he pulled through.
Look at that. Look at
Care Bear stare.
You can look at that guy.
Care Bear stare.
He had been like a loyal Star Trooper. he would have dropped his plate and pulled out his pistol.
He didn't give a
do
fuck.
that.
He was just like, he's like, look, I've got no beef with whatever you just did to that commander. Can I just?
He was an asshole anyway. So
he was a dick. You just did me a favor. Thank you, but I'm just gonna go sit down. Whatever you need to do, I'm just gonna
turn my back.
No. He used his last food ticket to get that little lunch. Because, you know, on that planet, they don't give you a lot because they're having so many other problems. There's budget issues because those transports get blown up. They don't, you know, they're cutting into the food budget now. So it's like, you know, that's, you get the Jawa juice and you get your little space donut and you're done. But it's, so thoughts and prayers because fuck Bill Burr. That guy's an asshole. That guy's an asshole.
I love that scene.
But his character did some very important things for the story arc.
Yeah, I agree.
It did.
I agree 100%.
Piss on that trooper. He should have trained harder. They all them troopers is trash. It's not their fault they can't shoot the broadside of the banter. It ain't his. He's trash. He deserved to die. How
are you gonna shoot when you've got your food?
Drop the plate like.
Would you? You wouldn't.
Dude, if he came in there and blasted, I'm like, oh shit, I would just drop mine and pull my shit out.
No, you wouldn't.
People getting shot.
No, you wouldn't. Not after the day that he had. Not after the day that he had.
In your house and I start blasting, you gonna look at me in your house?
No,
it was in his.
It wasn't Anderson. He was in the cafeteria at work.
That's their base.
He was at work.
Didn't want to.
They
That's the
lived
thing.
there.
He didn't want to.
Come on.
He was trying to. He was just like he was
like,
conflicted. He was conflicted. He didn't want. I'm like, look. Like Tommy said, I don't know about the whole backstory.
Yeah,
but
Tommy just added a whole bunch of shit.
I just watched I'm watching it literally while you guys are talking because I forgot about that scene. And dude, literally, just turn and look at him. He's like,
right, he's just like standing there.
You can't see his face. He's got a helmet on.
He was like,
You can just think like he's probably just like, fuck.
I want to put him on a t-shirt. I want to put fucking Lunch Trooper on a t-shirt.
Like out to lunch. Put out to lunch.
I mean,
you know,
do it.
we're gonna do it because, you know, like a lot of times, you know, people you will put, like, if you have a relative who's passed away, you'll make t-shirts, you know, for your relative who passed away.
The other officers, they sat in their ass too, though. They sat there too. They didn't do shit either.
Because they're officers. Officers don't do shit anyway. You've been in the military, you know.
Hey, yeah.
Jamie said he just wanted lunch. Exactly.
That's it.
That's all the man wanted to do.
He got lunch, all right.
Lunch Trooper. Thoughts and prayers. That's a t-shirt. Lunch Trooper. We're gonna make a Lunch Trooper t-shirt because fuck.
Oh god.
When are we making that charity t-shirt? I can't wait. I want one.
Over the break.
And I got Emily Swallow's mailing address, so we're gonna send her one.
Okay. Well, we need to partner up with the Surf Rider Foundation first. It's because we may not be their particular brand. We might not be on brand with them. They might not want us to represent.
Donate money to them.
Sure. But you know, we'll reach out and we'll find out what's going on. Hey, we're about to wrap up, but we need to talk about the Mandalorian helmet giveaway and announce the winner of our Mandalorian helmet giveaway. Of course, for the entire season.
Drum roll in the chat, please.
That's all. I mean, I've got that. It's your Mandalorian helmet giveaway winner. No one won. No one won the bucket. So you got to play to win. Nobody played, and nobody played. That's our bad. That is our bad. We made the contest for this helmet entirely too complicated. We recognize that. Yeah, and also I think that I probably should have trimmed the helmet a little bit first. So I think I'm going to do that. So over our break, this is our last episode of the season.
People realize their head's not going to fit in there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's not going to fit. What the fuck am I going to do with that?
What do I do?
You know, you could have made it a little bit more appealing, like maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of
you're right.
Who the fuck wants a white bucket? Like here.
Well, so this was my reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
This was my reasoning behind it. Was, let's say someone wanted the helmet, but they didn't want me to fuck with it. They wanted to do it themselves.
I get that.
That's why I didn't want to alter it or do anything.
It's called repaint.
Still, nobody wants to do that cleaning up and trimming.
Right. So what I'm gonna do? So we're gonna be on a 2-week hiatus. So during that 2 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and cut the visor out. I'll trim all this up. I'm going to get all of this nice and cleaned up. There's a few little low spots. I'll fill everything in, sand it. I'll probably put the base coat and the silver on here. So it'll be a nice clean helmet ready for paint. And we're going to do the contest again for our new season. And the way we're doing the contest this time, all you have to do is like all of the other YouTube contests, like, comment, subscribe. That's it. Just watch the show, comment on the video. Each week we're going to just grab one random name from the comments. That's going to go into a hat or a bucket, or maybe this bucket. And once we get 8 names out of that, then on the last episode, we will announce the winner then. It'll be a random drawing. So there you go.
And should we say, are there any restrictions? Like, is Tony allowed to win?
Well, yeah, because, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, there are no restrictions on this.
He wrote in the chats, he said I would have played, but I wasn't allowed.
And you would have been the only winner. You would have been the only winner.
Well, actually, he wasn't the only the first time. I was going to say again, but no, he wasn't the only one who submitted. He was just the first one.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but now he would have been, now he would have been the only winner.
So, since nobody won and nobody got the phrase,
go for it. We might as well go for it.
Do you want to tell them what movie we're watching next week?
Yes. So.
Oh yeah, what was the phrase?
So all season long, we've been dropping you these safe words, right? The for the phrase that pays, and you just had to find, what was it? 9 words, right?
9 words.
So 9 words. Put them together to make the phrase. Unscramble them. Put them together. Email it to us. It's too late now, but. So the phrase that pays was, there are some rules you've got to follow, right?
Yes.
Yes. And that is from Gremlins.
Anyone?
Oh, sorry.
I was like, yes.
So that was the phrase that pays. That was the movie quote. There are some rules you've got to follow. And we even said it on the very first episode this season. We said it. We said the movie quote.
We said the phrase.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hiding in plain sight.
Was that intentional?
Yes, it was intentional. Of course it was.
The first 2 episodes.
The first 2 episodes. Yeah. We said, when it comes to this contest, there are some rules you've got to follow. And nobody participated. Wow. So you got to play to win.
Hiding in plain sight.
Hiding in plain sight. So that's fine.
In other words, that when you join or when you like, follow, and share the show in the podcast, just all I can say.
That's not what we're talking about, Chris. Tommy,
do it
what
for the
movie
next
are we
season.
Gremlins.
The bucket, do it for the next season.
There you go.
Yes.
We're watching
join
Gremlins.
us next Friday, Christmas in the evening, not Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day in the evening. Watch Gremlins with us.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out and chill, and it's gonna. You know what?
I was real happy about that when I told her, by the way. So y'all better fucking come and watch the movie with us.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
I said my wife was real happy.
Oh,
when
yay.
I told her
Oh,
that.
yeah. You're going to have a your whole family is going to be there. So cute.
I was
I'll bring my cats.
Oh, God.
I'll bring a bottle of booze. That's fine. So we're going to be getting drunk, watching Gremlins for Christmas. Christmas with the nerds. It'll be fun, and we'll look forward to having you there. Maybe we'll do some random giveaways or something.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
We have like 2 minutes. Can we do the question of the week real quick?
We have 2 minutes. Are we?
There's no time for questions.
There's people wrote in the chat.
I know,
oh yeah, all right.
People.
So question of the week, Jake Quellen.
Explain it quick. Go.
So real quick, I asked you for your word of the year. Twitter puts out a thing. What's your word of the year?
Fuck.
Tommy's word of the year is fuck.
Yep.
I saw some really funny ones put out by like bigger companies. So YouTube said their word of the year is unsubscribe. Lyft said 0 out of 5 stars. Adobe said Control Z.
Yeah, which
that
all
was my favorite.
Which all translates into what? Fuck.
Undo.
Right?
Freaking undo. So the on the Facebook page, we had 3 people comment.
Whose Facebook page? Which one?
The Circle of Nerds.
Oh.
On the Circle of Nerds Facebook page, we had 3 people comment. Our very own Daddy Louie said, bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Jair said, I don't have a word, but my new phrase has become in the before times when referring to anything pre-2020. And Anthony said Mando. His word of the year is Mando. Positive spin on it. Thank you.
All right.
In the chat, Ian said McLovin, as in he's not McLovin this year.
Oh, shit.
And Tamara said something too. Let me see. What did she say? Dumpster fire, train wreck, and shitstorm by mushing the words
I was
together.
going to say, my word of the year was shit show. Yeah. So
Shit
it's
show?
close.
Yeah.
Tams and I are on the same page. Shit show.
It was. Blurred's Eye View podcast just said son of a bitch. Yep, that's thumbs up.
That's 3 words.
But you know what? But if you say it, use some bitch. You said some bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some bitch counts.
There you go. Some bitch.
Some bitch counts. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch counts.
Still be one word.
All right, folks.
All right, Mr. Deacon, what's your word?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Deacon.
Anyone that didn't answer?
Ass. Everything is ass.
Not trash?
I thought it was trash.
That too, but I try to change it up,
Yeah.
Try to be different.
It's
Yeah.
crash.
Now, I mean, when I do my show, I'll
It's
be
the
like,
last.
I'll be like, man, this is
Last band.
ass.
All right, that's it. We're all done. We're gone. We are out of here. We are about to head on over into the inner circle, and we are going to discuss the season finale of The Mandalorian. What an episode that was. You thought we got fired up here right now. Oh, just wait. It's inner circle time. And how do you get into the inner circle? Very easy. Go to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Check us out, but for a small pittance. We appreciate your support. We need your support. If you like what we do, consider a small gift because it helps us out. Helps us to get, upgrade the equipment, pay for some of our hosting fees, things like that. So
It's less than the price of a Mocha Choca bullshit from Starbucks, people. Come on.
yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, because that's like a fucking $7 Crappuccino.
The $100 tier if you want shirtless Louie, boudoir Louie.
Is that up?
It's not up, no.
Oh, Lord.
Because Louie has a fan page now, right?
And OnlyFans? Not yet.
We do have an OnlyFans.
We do.
We do.
OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Circle of Nerds.
No, but his fan thing on YouTube or whatever.
Shh, don't tell people about that.
Oh, that's right. All right. So inner circle time, folks. We want to thank everyone for your continued love and support. We absolutely love you back and appreciate you. Because again, you could always be spending your time elsewhere. You choose to spend your time with us, and we love you for that. So yeah, we're gonna jump in there. Circle. Please, please, please come join us on Christmas. We're gonna post something on Facebook. We'll have like an official post for that.
Make an event.
We'll make an event. Please come join us Christmas. It'll be in the evening. All the other bullshit for the day is done. You're not going out to any Christmas parties, so you might as well hang out with us.
What time? 8:30?
It's 8:30. 8:30 Eastern, whatever that is Pacific, and then all the other stuff in between.
5:30.
5:30, sure. And it'll be nice. We had our last movie night was Spaceballs, I believe, and that was a good time. We always have fun. So, yeah, come hit us up. Inner Circle time. For those of you that are members of the Inner Circle, we are going to have company again tonight. We're going to have Mando Girl and the Grey Warden. They are joining us again. We've got some real life Mandos to talk to us about The Mandalorian. So that's going to be some good shit. So stay tuned for that if you are a Patreon subscriber. For everyone else, we are going to see you in the new year. I think we're taking 2 weeks off. So 2 weeks from today, we will be back with a brand new season. That will not be an hour-long episode. 20 minutes max is the goal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know it's going to go in a fucking hour anyway. It's fine.
Ass.
Yeah, I know. So please be safe. If we don't see you on movie night, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you happen to celebrate during this time of the year. Enjoy it. Enjoy, if you can't be physically with your family, do something like this. Do a Zoom call, Skype, whatever it is. You can still interact with family. I know it's hard with COVID. Everyone's separated and socially distanced. It's difficult. It's a very difficult, especially this time of year. This is our first Christmas, our first big holiday under quarantine. Emotionally, mentally, it's hard on everyone. But
wow, this is getting dark.
there are ways that it doesn't have to be so difficult. So again, reach out to family and friends, organize a Zoom call, Facebook chat. Netflix has this whole thing where you can watch movies together. Do something. Don't just, sit in silence. What is it? Sit in solemn silence, waiting for a short, dark dot, waiting for a short sensation of a short, sharp shock.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
From a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block.
Yeah. So John just said, the old Mitcher, he said that he would have won. You got to play to win, buddy. You got to play to win. You would have won.
Yeah.
Would have,
Yeah.
could have, didn't.
Shoulda.
But
Don't
didn't.
count.
So everyone be safe, and find your joy, find your happiness, because it's out there for you. It is out there for you. Don't let this mood, don't let all this shit weigh you down, because your happiness is out there. Your joy is out there. Go get it. So we're heading into the inner circle right now. And as always, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself, and we will see you next year. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, Merry
Bye.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Y'all come back now, you hear?